right, Matrixx and Rhodes show supporters. Well, I made a video earlier about the fact that they ripped Joe Scarborough off of MSNBC's airwaves this morning because they were afraid his TDS would be showing after, of course, the great President Donald J. Trump was nearly murdered. Let's just keep it real, okay? Assassination attempt during a rally. I was watching it live, and I said during this morning's video, I am never really interested in what anybody from The View has got to say. But today I was like, were they going to keep their TDS in check? Well, I don't know if they did that, but let's just say proud Americans are dragging them to hell today. And it's because of a comment that Anna Navarro, one of their hosts, isn't she like a Liz Cheney kind of Republican? I think she claims to be a Republican. Well, she decided to bring, you see what this says. She decided to blame the white man. That's right. Oh man, when the low-hanging fruit, Trump's not available, let's go to the next best thing. It's the white man. Now, you're seeing a lot of, oh, it's the AR-15s and gun control and blah, blah, blah. And, of course, they're trying to run still with that registered Republican thing. And that has been exposed. I mean, seriously, that was scrubbed out almost immediately because this guy gave to Act Blue and gave to a progressive, some kind of progressive cause in Chicago as well. Act Blue is a pipeline straight to the Democratic Party, most notably Joe Biden. All right? So we all know, again, like I said this morning, that was Pennsylvania. He had to register as a Republican to vote for Nikki Haley in the primary. And look, Fox and Newsmax talked to a lot of voters that were leaving during the primary that asked, who did you vote for? Vote for Nikki Haley. And they were like, we're not really Republicans. We voted against Donald Trump. And they would be switching back their vote when they were asked, who are you voting for in November? They said, Biden. You see how that works? Well, it wasn't that long ago, folks, that Jane Fonda was on with The View. Now, listen to what she says. Now, I said the media is complicit in inciting the kind of violence that Trump was exposed to on Saturday. They got a big hand in this. All right? Then when you're playing up threat to democracy and blah, 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 threat to the country, how do you think this was eventually going to go? Just like it did. Just like it did. So this was the back and forth.
Besides marching and protesting, what else do you suggest?
Well, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not a miraculous. What did you say? Murder.
She's kidding. Wait a second. She's just kidding.
Don't say that. That's
you don't know. They'll pick up on that and
yeah,
just run
that's
with
the
it.
worst.
She's just kidding.
Well, let me talk to you about.
Okay, you don't get to pull the just kidding card. No, ma'am. You don't get to pull it. So that was a while back on The View. All right, besides protesting, what do you suggest? Jane Fonda said, well, murder. Lily Tomlin said, what did you say? Jane Fonda said, murder. Doubled down on it. Joey Behar tried to clean it up and said she's just kidding. Nah, we know how these people feel. Well, here we are today. You see this, The View is now blaming the attempted assassination on Trump on white men. Don't worry, we'll get to the reaction from proud Americans on this. Listen to this crap.
Has to do that. And I also need to say, I hope that at some point in this country, we do have a conversation about what is happening, because we can't just react when it is our side. What was this again? It was, a 20-year-old lone wolf, white, whack job with easy access to a gun. And we have to have a conversation about that, because it wasn't a drag queen. It wasn't an immigrant. It wasn't a pissed off liberal woman. This keeps happening. And we need to react not as left or right, not as Republicans or Democrats. We need to react as Americans, and we need to ask better.
Okay, I just want to add that the shooter, yes, he was a 20-year-old kitchen worker from nearby Bethel Park in Pennsylvania. According to a CNN report, a senior law enforcement official said that he bought 50 rounds of ammunition from a local gun store hours before the rally. Shouldn't that have been reported? Somebody buys a 20-year-old white guy? I mean, we've seen that many times now, young white men with guns, and nobody reported that he bought 50 rounds of ammunition?
Well, there's also a post-mortem, as Alyssa said.
Wait a minute. There's an issue with white people buying ammunition now? Is that what we're doing? Is that how we're going about this? Do you see this, folks? It's crazy. They just can't get over themselves. So now it's, and look, Anna Navarro slipped in it wasn't a angry liberal woman. No, just an angry liberal man who happened to be white. Color has nothing to do with this, by the way. The white man part, literally nothing to do with this. Crazy as hell, unstable, leftist lunatic, yeah, has a lot to do with it. Sure does. Sure does. So, as you can imagine, The View was, they were proudly answered by Americans today. Gunther Eagleman, The View is dumb and unhinged, race-baiting trash. Seriously. And as an idiot, how does this show remain? It's disgusting. It's people just like, let me just keep it real. It's people just like the dude that pulled the trigger that still watched The View. And Morning Joe. And Joy Reid. And Rachel Maddow. And Jake Tapper. And Anderson Cooper. I mean, come on. These two, I'm going to tell you, Elon better have his head on a swivel too right now. Seriously. Hated for exposing the truth, hated for letting the truth be told. Because he's public enemy number 2. Seriously. They hate Elon Musk with a passion. They partially blame him for that. They should change the name of The View to The Vile. The biggest increase in racism in America is against white men. Absolutely. Absolutely. You ever watch any TV lately and you sit through the commercials? You won't see a straight white man. If you do see a straight white man, he's married to somebody of another race, guaranteed. There ain't no straight white couples anymore. You can forget that. But mostly, if you see a white man on television, he's queer as a $3 bill. Any commercial, any television show. Straight white men, public enemy number 1 now. Get blamed for everything. Lazy. Lazy. Can't let a good crime go to waste without playing the race card. Abso-freaking-lutely. I mean, nuts. Deranged loonies with a crowd of deranged loonies. That's right. The only viewpoint for the View is Marxist intersectionality. Pathetic. Project 2025 will mandate that The View be canceled. I mean, here we go. The difference between Trump and Biden. That's Trump versus a bullet. That's Biden versus stairs. I mean, man, if you want to talk about similar age brackets not created equal, it matters. Of course it matters. That's crazy. Oh, this must be some immigrants right here. Like these white men, clowns. Yeah. Texas 10 most wanted criminal illegal immigrants. Good God. Can't let a good opportunity go to waste to pull the race card. Tired of The View and their BS? Raise your wings if you're tired of this BS. Wow. Never relent, bully journalists till they cry, then bully them again for crying. Oh, God. Why would... And this was the weird thing about this. And I thought it odd. He bought 50 rounds of ammo And I'm thinking, is that a lot? Like, in what world is that a lot? I mean, what are you doing? I mean, honestly. Everybody, I mean, that's common. You know, walk in and buy 50 rounds of ammo or 100 rounds. I mean, it's ridiculous, but they're going to make it about the guns. I've seen the AR-15 is the gun of Republicans. The leftists are playing that card too. My God. So they didn't go after Trump. They just went after the next best thing today. The white man. No, the guy was nuts, and he was a leftist, progressive lunatic, regardless of color. That's what the guy was. He happened to be white. That's of no significance to anything here at all. God, why is this show still on? Peace, I'm out. Till next time.